Herzlich willkommen im PLYground. Wir haben heute zwei ganz wundervolle Singer-Songwriterinnen hier. Thank you for coming to Hamburg. Thank you for taking such an early plane for us. Alana Henderson and Richardson.
There once were dinosaurs roaming for the sea, but now they're dead and gone, just like you and me. Just like the dinosaurs, you couldn't seem to stay, but I'll always be the game that you play. Whoa, go bang, take my heart before we start again. Rip it up, move each part till there's no feeling when you leave me as you always do. Little fool to you, just a little fool to you. Oh. Putting down all the things I have to say, why do you? Why stop when I wanna run away and lose you? Got me in your hands, I can't escape, I hate it, I'm just your clown. Oh, go bang, take my heart before we start again. Rip it up, move each part till there's no feeling when you leave me as you always do. Little fool to you, just a little fool to you. Oh, my tearful heart is filled with shame. How could you? Even though I knew you'd be the same, so screw you. Every time you tell me that you change, you're heartless, I won't get down. Oh, go back, take my heart before we start again. Rip it up, move each part till there's no feeling when you leave me as you always do. Little fool to you, just a little fool to you, just a little fool to you. Little fool to you, just a little fool to you. Oh, go bang, take my heart before we start again. Rip it up, remove each part till there's no feeling when you leave me as you always do. Little fool to you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go bang, take my heart before we start again. Rip it up, move each part till there's no feeling when you leave me as you always do. Little fool to you, just a little fool to you. Just a little fool to you. There once were dinosaurs roaming for the sea, but now they're dead and gone, just like you and me.
I could blame our parting for the fact that I'm not starting all my mornings at the time they ought to start. And I could summon up a sisterhood cry, lead me out of widowhood, but that is melodrama on my part. I could blame my grieving on the fact that I've been leaving us behind, the ones we were when this began. But I have rose tinted us ruby, and I've conjured up a new me who bent freely to her newly molded man. But we bent and we broke, and I meant what I spoke, and the blame game does not produce a winner. We went as far as we could go, we had to go that far to know that we had nowhere left to aim, and no one left to blame but the moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide. The moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide. And I could blame my parents for my vices so inherent that I cannot shake them much as I may try. But how much have I inherited or picked up since I was a kid? That nature versus nurture paradigm. And I could blame wrong turns that I take on decisions that my head makes, then trace each error right back to my heart. And is it broken 'cause you toyed with it, or was it formed with a little split that grows each year further and further apart? But we love and we lose and we lash out and we bruise, and the name of the game's just the living. We go as far as we can go. We got to go that far to know that we have everything to gain. By knowing we can blame the moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide. The moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide. And so I look to karma, and if I try not to harm another, I will not be harmed by anything. If I salute the magpie, knock on wood, will I be doing any good? Am I strung up or do I pull the string? Will the fact I cling too tightly to my dream come back and bite me? Am I trying to make a science of an art? And will the very fate I wish to be the one that I undo by thinking I can steer this crazy cart? But I'll live and I'll learn, and I'll light and I'll burn till the flame simmers down to a spark. I'll go as far as I can go. I've got to go that far to know that I have everything to gain. By knowing I can't train the moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide. The moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tide.